Alright, for this chicken pot pie video, we're going to use a whole chicken. So you're going to take your whole chicken and you're going to take its spine out and cut it to pieces, which I'm going to do off camera because my tripod is broken. I have not ordered a new one and it's kind of hard to do that with one hand. Alright, now that our chicken is in here, I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoning. Salt, pepper, some onion powder, garlic powder, chicken bouillon, and water. Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on manual for an hour. Alright, so now we're gonna let the pressure release. We're gonna take out our chicken and we're gonna let both that and the broth cool down. We're also gonna press cancel here so it stops keeping warm. Alright, the chicken is like falling apart, which is good, but also you gotta be careful. Alright, now that all this is gathered together, alright, gonna let this cool down, see y'all in about 30 minutes. Alright, now that the chicken is cooled down, we're about to go ahead and take the skin off and the bones off as well. Oh god, that sounds off, but ignore that. We're just gonna go ahead and shred up this chicken. Alright, the chicken is shredded. It's time to go ahead and make our roux. We're gonna go ahead and let this pan heat up so we can melt some butter. Alright, now we're going to throw about 4 tablespoons of butter and let those melt. Now we're going to throw in half a cup of flour and mix it in with our butter. Alright, now that our flour has mostly absorbed our butter, we're going to slowly spoon in about a cup of that chicken stock that we made out of our chicken earlier. And we are going to stir this slowly. Alright, once your gravy is ready, we're going to go ahead and throw in our chicken. Probably not going to end up using the whole chicken, but it doesn't hurt to have shredded chicken in the freezer. That's already cooked. It's always good for something. And we're going to add in frozen veggies. Alright, and we're going to mix it all together and season our food as well. Alright, we've seasoned it with salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder, and we're going to mix it all together. Alright, it's all mixed together. We're going to go ahead and set down our puff pastry on our baking dish. Alright, so we're going to take our baking dish, non-stick spray. I'm also going to take this puff pastry sheet. I'm using this one specifically, but you can use the Pepperidge Farm frozen one or make it from scratch. I'm not judging you. I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to go ahead and put half of this one in here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and stuff all our filling in here. We're also going to go ahead and add this top sheet up there. Alright, now we're going to give this thing a light egg wash. Alright, now we're going to put our egg wash in. Alright, now to stick this in a preheated oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Yeah, and there we go. We're gonna go ahead and take this out the fridge. Not the fridge, the oven. And there you have it, chicken pot pie.